And to me, the most impressive thing is from where he came into the league till now, defensively, he has made huge strides. Now,
Mikal Bridges, the stage is set for him to become a star. And I don't think people are giving him enough credit for his skill set.
This guy is a walking bucket, one of the most prolific, efficient scorers.
So today we're throwing it back a couple years, and we are going to be doing an historic rebuild with the Phoenix Suns, the team in 2020. So this was prior to when they got Chris Paul. Obviously, Kevin Durant came along a couple years later, and Bradley Beal as well. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are going to be rebuilding the Suns, like I mentioned, prior to when they got Chris Paul. Obviously, that was a phenomenal move that they ended up going out and getting him. They ended up going to the NBA Finals in 2021. And I want to give a shout out to ULTJeremy. This is his save scenario. It is not going to be a roster. It's a save scenario. I'll leave his gamer tag and the save scenario details in the description below if you want to check it out. Shout out to him for making this. It is very accurate. This is obviously the COVID year as well, so it was cut short. This was a Suns team that played well in the bubble and kind of knew that they were one piece away from maybe taking a leap. They ended up moving Kelly Oubre later in the year for basically Chris Paul. So the contracts are obviously not going to be 100% accurate, but they're pretty good. And we got the 2020 draft class implemented here. Obviously, they ended up taking Jalen Smith, leaving on the board Tyrese Halliburton. So if that happens again, we're not going to make that same mistake. We started off this season with a victory over the Golden State Warriors, 128-113. Devin Booker drops 50. This was Ricky Rubio's year in Phoenix, where he averaged 13 points, 9 assists. Basically his last good year in the NBA. 16 assists though, DeAndre Ayton 16-19. So I don't know if I'm going to move DeAndre or Bridges in this video. We'll see. We also have a younger Cam Johnson as well. But then we got blown out by the LA Lakers in game 2 of the year, led by LeBron, AD, Danny Green, Avery Bradley, and Kyle Kuzma. So yeah, we still had the All-Star drafts at this time. We do get Devin Booker in the All-Star game this year, putting up 25.7 points. Basically a little bit below what he did in 2020, but very close to it. Ben Simmons was an All-Star as well. Maybe we try to get Ben Simmons on this team while he's still in his prime. DeAndre Ayton has been our number 3 scorer, with Bridges there at number 2. Then we have Kelly Oubre, who's actually having a very good season, but if I want to be somewhat of a seller at the deadline, I'll probably move on from Kelly Oubre. This team currently, that was 5 games under 500. We're the 11th seed in the Western Conference. And we got Aaron Baines too on the team. What a legend. And he's actually having a pretty good season. We're going to send him over to Philadelphia. I forgot they had Glenn Robinson and like Alec Burks. We're going to be getting their 2026 top 3 protected first round pick, which would really be, I believe, the 2022 draft. So we're going to do that trade with them. And we're going to send Kelly Oubre to the Brooklyn Nets for Taurean Prince, who we may not be able to keep, but we're going to be getting their first round pick, top 3 protected next year. And they're going to want to do that to have Oubre hopefully long term with Kyrie and KD. For Rubio, we could definitely move in the offseason. The one other guy I may move is Dario Saric. And I'm going to do this trade with the Boston Celtics. We're going to send Dario Saric and Taurean Prince, as well as a 2020, what would that be, 4 second rounder for Romeo Langford, former lottery pick out of Indiana. This was, this is his rookie season, and we're getting Time Lord as well, just 2 years in the NBA before he broke out. And this team got relatively better after all those trades, funny enough. We're above 500 right now. And LeBron James wins the 2020 MVP award, averaging 27 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists, shot 51% from the field. John Morant takes home Rookie of the Year, beats out Zion like he did in real life. Dennis Schroeder is your 6th man of the year. Depoy goes to Rudy Gobert. Devontae Graham, most improved. That's cool to see because he was in that race earlier in the season. Yeah, he was there. He didn't finish with a great field goal percentage. Brandon Ingram obviously won it, but that is pretty cool, man. Shout out to Jeremy for this save scenario because it's been very accurate so far. Lakers go 67-15. We know that they ended up winning the bubble championship in 2020. All-NBA first team was LeBron, Giannis, Harden, Luka, and Jokic. Harden averaged 31 in Houston. It is also kind of crazy that 2020 was now like 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. It is wild. You got Sabonis on the Pacers, Simmons still being an All-NBA caliber player, and we did make the play-in tournament as the 9th seed. All right, let's go. We're taking on the Sacramento Kings in round number 1. Devin Booker led the team in scoring, followed by DeAndre Ayton, Mikal Bridges, Ricky Rubio, and then Cam Johnson. Let's see if we can beat the Sacramento Kings to advance, just to try to end up being the 8th seed here in the playoffs. We're at home for this one, which is nice. It's not going to be played at Disneyland right now, and we just choked that. Wow. We had a great first quarter, and then we get blown out in the second and the third. We got to get Devin Booker some help, man. 31-point performance, but he's getting no help. Can we come back and advance? Down by 6, down by 10. Now, unfortunately, we are going to lose to the Kings here in the play-in tournament. They're a team that ended up drafting Tyrese Halliburton. But damn, Booker, 52 points in 40 minutes as we lost by 11 at home. Don't worry, we're going to get him some help because I want to streamline this as well like they did in real life, and they ended up competing for an NBA title in 2021 in Chris Paul's first year there. I will look at the Chris Paul market, seeing if I can leverage Rubio and maybe a draft pick or two to get him here to Phoenix. They didn't really have to give up too much at the time originally to get him. Dame, Western Conference Finals MVP. Ben Simmons, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. What a time to be alive. It was what? Boston and Miami in the conference finals in 2020. Miami won, and then it was the Lakers and the Nuggets. And here we end up winning in 5 with Joel Embiid being your finals MVP. Why did I say we? I meant the Sixers win in 5. What? There goes Vince Carter, Tyson Chandler, Jamal Crawford, Pau Gasol. I'm intrigued to see how free agency is going to look like. So I don't really want to bet on signing a free agent as well. But, you know, we're a relatively big market. Imagine we win like the Anthony Edwards sweepstakes. But unfortunately, we're going to get the 14th pick. I thought we were going to be closer to 10. The Warriors, who got James Wiseman in real life, end up with the number 1 pick. The Pistons, you don't drop, end up with Killian Hayes, you get number 2. Rockets at 3. Bucks via the Pelicans at 6. Maybe that is incorrect, though. Maybe it's supposed to be the other way around because of the Drew Holiday trade. But no, I think Drew Holiday, he played a year in Milwaukee, but that wasn't 2020. His first year, they won the finals, I believe. Yeah, so I wonder where that pick does come into play. So we're going to keep Monty Williams as our head coach. He already has a draft class downloaded when you go into this scenario, so you're good there. And Chris Paul's making $41 million. I would like to get him here, though. I don't know if we're going to have the assets to do it. I mean, Ricky Rubio for Chris Paul, they're going to say no. They don't counter it, though. What about if I throw in Romeo Langford, who's 2.5 stars, and I also give you Frank Kaminsky as well for CP3. I will give you my second this year. I don't know if I want to give up any other future first, and they are going to agree to that. So, like they did in real life, we do bring Chris Paul here to Phoenix. Hopefully, it could lead to a championship next year. And I'm able to keep the 14th overall pick as well. We're just going to go best player available. Anthony Edwards is a Golden State Warrior. That couldn't have happened on draft night in real life, but it could have been LaMelo Ball. But that would have been insane to see, as Ant kind of is the passing of the torch from Curry. Tyrese Halliburton goes 2 to Detroit. All right, 3 is LaMelo Ball to Houston. 4 is Onyeka Okongwu to Indiana. And 5, Charlotte is going to be trading the pick with the Atlanta Hawks for Clint Capella and Bruno Fernando, and Atlanta takes Isaiah Stewart. Milwaukee goes James Wiseman, Patrick Williams to the Wizards, Devin Vassell to the Grizzlies, I was going to take him, Okoro to the Knicks, the Nets end up with Obi Toppin, Xavier Tillman goes to the Chicago Bulls, so he ends up in the lottery. The Spurs, are they trading the pick? Yes, they are. They're going to be trading it for Ricky Rubio. So, you know what? OKC ends up getting a draft pick for him. Kind of makes sense, and they get Cole Anthony. Dallas gets Precious Achiuwa. I noticed Tyrese Maxey wasn't selected yet, so that is going to be an absolute no-brainer pick from us. Denny Avdia would have been a cool fit as well. We didn't have a second-round pick. Denny ended up going to the Heat at 15, so we were going to sign Tyrese Maxey. Obviously, he fell outside the lottery in real life. Pick up the team options on DeAndre Ayton and Mikal Bridges. They're 41 overall. You got to let them walk. So, Anthony Davis is a free agent. Fred VanVleet's a free agent. Kyle Lowry. AD would be kind of sick on this team. Clay's a free agent, but we only have around $18 million to spend. We could try to bring in Melo. That would be kind of funny, but I think I'm just going to try to get Paul Millsap, a veteran, on a 1-year deal worth around $9 million. But I may not do that, actually. I may try to bring in like a Montrezl Harrell or a Serge Ibaka, who could play alongside DeAndre Ayton. He could be a power forward for us. So we're going to do a 3-year deal, but the last year won't be fully guaranteed. I'm going to choose Ibaka over Millsap, and we're going to pivot to bringing back Dario Saric instead on a 2-year deal worth around $10 million. And he does agree to that. And we're going to bring in some veterans. Torrey Craig going to be the first one, Jeff Teague second, and John Henson being the third. Did AD leave the Lakers? That would be unreal. AD goes back to the Lakers. Fred VanVleet actually signs with the Atlanta Hawks. Kyle Lowry goes to the New York Knicks. Whoa, it's kind of crazy. DeMar DeRozan ends up going back to San Antonio. Klay Thompson goes to the Hawks. All right. Hassan Whiteside. Well, I guess they drafted Anthony Edwards, so Clay's like, I'm done. And everybody's regressing. We love to see that. I don't really know if that's just like a scenario thing or I actually have to be concerned with something going on, but I'm going to hope it's going to be okay. All right, let's see how Chris Paul can orchestrate this team. I think we're going to go with Serge Ibaka as the starting power forward. Cam Johnson could definitely be like one of the 6 men coming off the bench. I forgot we do have Robert Williams as well. I didn't really need to get Dario Saric, but I'm fine with it. We definitely want to play Tyrese Maxey. So I think I'm going to go like 12 minutes to Saric, 12 to Time Lord. Let's go like 17, 18 to Maxey. Cam Johnson could be the 6 man at 25 minutes. 33 to Aiden, former number 1 overall pick. Let's do 33 to Bridges, 37 to Booker, 35 to CP3, and then we could do like 32 to Ibaka, and we can go a couple more to Robert Williams and Dario Saric. System proficiency is going to be 4-star pace and space. Pretty good, man. And then first game of the season is against the Lakers on the road. We'll see if this team could do what it did in real life and goes to the finals in its first year with Chris Paul here in 2021. But yeah, we beat the Lakers. LeBron had a triple-double. Chris Paul had 21 points and 7 assists. Devin Booker had a good game. Maxey had a really good game in his NBA debut. All right, so here in the 2021 season, Eric Bledsoe was an all-star, but Devin Booker is an all-star as well, averaging 26.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists a night on pretty good efficiency. No Chris Paul in the all-star game, but we are 31-18 on the season, so we're already seeing the CP effect. DeAndre Ayton, 19 points, 11 rebounds. Mikal Bridges, 18.7 points. Chris Paul is averaging 9 assists a night on good efficiency, 2 steals as well. Serge Ibaka is looking like a great signing, and Maxey has been a very solid rookie so far, so this team could compete for a title this year. Let's re-sign Cam Johnson, 3 years, $30 million, and let's see what this team can do in May and June. And in the 2021 season, it's Embiid, not the Joker, winning MVP. Tyrese Halliburton is your Rookie of the Year. Christian Wood, 6th Man of the Year in Toronto. Kawhi wins Depoy. Zubac's Most Improved. Clutch Player of the Year goes to James Harden, and Brett Brown is your Coach of the Year. Here's All-NBA first team. Luka Doncic already making it. Well, obviously, he did in real life as well, because he's got 5. He's got 5 of them, basically. Steph, Harden, Giannis, Tatum, and Sabonis on second team. We do get Devin Booker on All-NBA third team. There we go, D-Book. No all-defensive first team guys or second team guys, and Maxey was on All-Rookie second team. We finished the year, though, as the 1 seed, and this team is going to be pretty good going forward. So I'm excited about the future of this Phoenix Suns squad. We're not going to make maybe a nearsighted move. Who knows, though? I have a disappointing exit. I may actually try to do something crazy. So we're taking on the Lakers in round 1. Funny enough, in 2021, the Suns started off their finals run with a series win over the Lakers, which made them panic and go out and trade for Russell Westbrook in the 2021 offseason. Game number 1 goes to the LA Lakers. All right, maybe we should panic. We ended up losing by 19 points. Game number 2 goes to the Phoenix Suns. We ended up winning by 11. Mikal Bridges had 23. Booker, you could step up, you know. Game number 3 goes to the Suns. We blow them out. Danny Green had 17 points, but Chris Paul and Ayton combined for 50 points. Chris Paul doesn't get rebounds. DeAndre Ayton doesn't get assists, but they help each other out. Game number 4 goes to the Lakers. Brand new series here, man. We ended up losing by 26. Ayton shot 5 for 20. Game number 5 goes to the Suns. Oh my God, we won by 14. Devin Booker had 44 points. Here we go. Game number 6. We are going to a game 7 against an 8 seed. Oh, you hate to see it. Devin Booker had 34. Here we go. We're at home. Is it still the Talking Stick Resort Arena in 2021? I'm not sure. All right, this is stressing me out. This is stressing me out way too much. Don't let them pull ahead. Don't let them pull ahead. We're down by 5 here in the 4th. Down by 8. Oh, this isn't good. Oh my God. We're getting outscored 18-4 in the 4th quarter to an 8 seed. Man, I was so confident we were going to go far. Down by 9, a minute 56. Down by 7, but it's too late. We ended up losing by 12 on our home floor. Damn. Devin Booker would not hear the end of this. He shot 3 for 18. He is not beating those allegations. Cam Johnson wasn't great either. And as a 1 seed, a team that just won 52 games gets bounced in round 1 by an 8 seed. Oh, you hate to see it, man. So the 2021 NBA Finals are going to be between the Minnesota Timberwolves, actually, and the Philadelphia 76ers. Who was on Minnesota? Because they obviously do not have Anthony Edwards. They weren't able to draft him. So Minnesota is running out a lineup of D'Lo, Beasley, Semi Ojeleye, Jared Vanderbilt, and Cat. How? How does that team make the finals? Are you kidding me? That just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And Philadelphia easily sweeps them. Ben Simmons is your finals MVP. So there goes Kyle Korver. He's going to go be the assistant GM of the Atlanta Hawks. Zach Randolph, JJ Barea, and everybody else. And here we are at the lottery. We don't own any lottery picks. We are going to have multiple first rounders. We have our pick at 28 and the Nets pick from last year's trade deadline at 21. Monty Williams, I'm not going to fire you, but that was disappointing. Can I move 22 and 28 to move up? No, I can't for that pick. What about for 18? So yeah, we are going to move up to pick 18 here in the 2021 draft. So the Pistons, who had the 2020 Rookie of the Year, Tyrese Halliburton, have the number 1 overall pick. They could pair him up with Cade Cunningham, but no, they go Evan Mobley there with the number 1 pick. The Kings select Scotty Barnes at number 2. Cade goes to Dallas at 3 to pair him up with Luka Doncic. Okay, Franz Wagner 4. And number 5, the OKC Thunder select Jalen Green. All right, so we're currently on the clock. Josh Giddey went, then Chris Duarte goes number 7. All right, Alperen Şengün goes to the Celtics at 10, followed by Kuminga, Suggs, Quentin Grimes, Keon Johnson, Davion Mitchell, J.R.E., and then Jared Butler. So we're on the clock. We have James Bouknight, Bones Highland, Josh Christopher. I'm seeing Herb Jones. I'm seeing Ayo Dosunmu. Kai Jones is here as well. Trey Mann. Trey Murphy, though, is the guy I'm going to target. I want to get another shooting wing, and that could make maybe Cam Johnson expendable down the line. And then we do have a second rounder. I'm going to use it on Austin Reeves. I don't know if he's going to be good in this save, though. And Evan Mobley's the only 80 overall guy in this draft class, so that was the right decision. We're going to sign Murphy, and we're going to sign Reeves. Chris Paul opts into his $44 million player option. We're going to pick up the team option on Ty Jerome as well. Giannis is a free agent. Oh my God, LeBron, Tatum. All right, I would recommend having cap space for the 2021 free agency. I'd like to bring back Robert Williams on a 2-year deal worth around $14 million. And I'm going to offer Nikola Mirotic a 2-year deal as well. So Giannis goes to the Thunder. LeBron goes to the Raptors, the team he's owned. Tatum goes to the Bucks, Fox to the Clippers. All right, this is just chaos, anarchy here in the 2021 free agency. What is going on? Is Donovan Mitchell really about to leave? Oh my God, he may sign with the Sacramento Kings. Mirotic actually signed with the Spurs. Donovan Mitchell signed with the Sacramento Kings. That is crazy. So I actually think I'm going to sign somebody better than Nikola Mirotic. KCP. So Devin Booker progresses up to a 93, DeAndre Ayton an 86, Chris Paul doesn't regress, which is good. So you know what? This team is still in good position to be a 1 seed next year. Let's just not lose to an 8 seed, please. All right, so let's look at this 2022 roster and rotation. We could start Cam Johnson, but I guess we'll start Cam Johnson just to see how he'll do. We're going to go 20 minutes to Serge Ibaka. Let's go like 17 to Time Lord. I'd like to make Maxey the 6th man. With all these big men, I don't think I'm going to give Dario Saric minutes, so he's going to be the odd man out. I'm going to probably send Trey Murphy to the G League. And yeah, it's going to be Paul, Booker, Bridges, Cam Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, Tyrese Maxey, Serge Ibaka, Time Lord, and KCP. Like I said, I'm going to send Trey Murphy to the G League. System proficiency, we are 4.5 star pace and space. I feel like we always start off the seasons against either the Lakers or the Clippers, and we started off going 1-1 on the year. Devin Booker had 28, Bridges had 24 in game number 2 against the Lakers. And against the Clippers, we really did get blown out. It's embarrassing. Here in the 2022 season, we ended up getting an all-star in Devin Booker, but that is going to be it for this year. We are 29-20 right now, so we're still a solid team. Mikal Bridges is now averaging north of 20 points a night. Our seed right now is, what, second in the Western Conference, 3.5 games behind the Pelicans with Lonzo. They never traded away Drew. They have Ingram and Zion. Wow, Chris Paul gonna retire at the end of the year. I mean, that's gonna clear up $44 million in cap space. We are gonna have to extend Bridges and Ayton, but damn, that kind of stinks. I was actually willing to give him an extension as well for 2 to 3 years. And Joel Embiid goes back-to-back with MVPs. He averages 26 points, 11 rebounds, 3.5 assists. There's Scotty Barnes winning Rookie of the Year. LaMelo, 6th Man of the Year. Giannis Depoy in OKC. Oh, that's a good team, man. That is. Most improved goes to Daniel Gafford in Chicago. They never trade him away. Zion, Clutch Player of the Year. Brett Brown, Coach of the Year. On NBA first team, you got Embiid, Jokic, LeBron in Toronto, Giannis in OKC, and Luka in Dallas. I guess it's because they never got Drew. They never won a title, so he ended up leaving them. AD, Ja, Jimmy, Lillard, and Harden on second team. Third team, you got Booker, KD, Fox in Los Angeles with Kawhi. And then there's Kyrie, but shout out to Devin Booker getting it once again. And we made the playoffs as the 2 seed this year, so we didn't finish as the 1 seed for back-to-back years. We were 2 games behind the Pelicans, a team I think we'll be able to beat in the playoffs. Devin Booker obviously led this team in scoring, but shout out to the season Mikal Bridges had as a number 2. Very efficient numbers, 1.2 steals as well, 3 assists, over 20 points tonight. DeAndre Ayton had an efficient 17 and 12, 2 assists as well. There's Chris Paul, 8.5 assists. The efficiency went down a little bit, so he's retiring at his peak or at the top, which is kind of nice. You don't realize, like, in the moment that you should do that, but probably in hindsight, you're like, yeah, I probably should have. Maxey was an okay 6-man. Serge Ibaka, a solid bench piece. KCP, though, did not play all that well this season. And we're taking on the Trailblazers in round number 1. They got Damian Lillard, CJ McCollum, Torrey Craig, Suns revenge series right there, LaMarcus Aldridge, Yusuf Nurkic, Anthony Simons, Hassan Whiteside, Danilo Gallinari. Good team. We do end up winning game 1 by 22 points. Mikal Bridges had 37. Cam Johnson and DeAndre Ayton combined for 47. And Booker had 17, and we still won. Game number 2 goes to Phoenix. We won by 4. Booker with 31, 10, and 6. Ayton with 21, 7, and 5. Game number 3 goes to the Phoenix Suns. We blow them out. Devin Booker with 27. Chris Paul, 25. Bridges 23. Can we sweep them? Yes, we can. We end up winning 111-89. Booker dropped 32 points. Here we go. Round number 2. Looking to get revenge on the Lakers, the team that eliminated us last year. Shout out to Mikal Bridges. Wasn't the most efficient numbers, but still put up good stats. But we're taking on the Lakers here, who have Davion Mitchell. Oh, they brought in Paul George, but they don't have LeBron. He is in Toronto. They brought in OG Anunoby as well, so that was basically like a trade of LeBron for OG. Game 1 goes to Phoenix by just 1 point. I'm nervous. Game number 2 goes to the Lakers. They just won by 4. Oh my God, we just choked that fourth quarter. We got outscored by 12. Don't go down 2-1. Take a 2-1 lead. Beat them by 13. Thank you, Booker. He drops 39. Game number 4 goes to the Lakers. Oh my God, we lost 91-94. Come on, Game 5, please. Oh my God. For the second straight year, we can't guard AD. Oh, I know who I'm going to have to use as the scapegoat here. And I don't, but DeAndre, come on, man. I need you to step up here in game number, what is this, game 6. Good first half, I'll take it. We're up by 14 right now. Can we force a game 7 back to Phoenix? Yes, we can, I think. I think we can. Yes, we ended up winning it. Wow, we almost blew it towards the end. We win 112-104. Devin Booker dropped 35. I need one more out of you, D-Book. Here we go, game 7. In Phoenix, same thing happened to them last year. We ended up losing game 7 at home. Is it going to happen here? We got, oh my God, we're down by 7. We did not play well in the fourth quarter at all last year either. What is that third quarter? Hate this team, man. What are we doing? We're down by 10, down by 9. And for the second straight year, we're down by 6. Can we come back? Down by 8, down by 5. For the second straight year, we're going to lose game 7 at home to the LA Lakers. And now they didn't even have LeBron. Oh my God. I can't take it. I guess we did better than last year, though. At least we got a playoff series victory. You have Cat versus Embiid here in the finals. And wow, D'Lo was your finals MVP. I guess Minnesota's that good. And there goes Chris Paul. He wasn't lying. He ended up retiring. So he's going to go to the Hall of Fame. And he gets his jersey retired by the Clippers. I'm upset he couldn't win a ring here. And the Pistons could be picking in the top 3 once again. They end up falling to 5. The Wizards have Golden State's pick at number 9. We have Philly's pick at 29 and our pick at 24. So too late first once again. And Monty Williams, I'm going to fire you. I am. And we are going to sign Pelicans assistant coach Chris Finch, yeah, to be our head coach. The Timberwolves have been running out Ryan Saunders still, so yeah, Chris Finch wasn't their coach. With the number 1 overall pick, the Memphis Grizzlies select Chet Holmgren. Number 2, Paolo Banchero goes to Atlanta. 3 is Jaden Ivey to the Pacers. 4 is Dyson Daniels to the Hornets. And 5 is Christian Brown, wow, to the Pistons. So with my first rounder, I'm getting Mark Williams. I like that for us. Just add another Williams center to the team. And my next pick is going to be Nikola Jovic. And my 1 second rounder, I guess, is going to be J.D. Davison. So we're going to sign all 3 of these guys. Serge Ibaka, $14 million. I think I'm going to let him walk. Maxey we're picking up. Everybody else we're going to let walk. I'll bring back Reeves as well. Yeah, there's some good free agents, and we do have some cap space. Prime James Harden running the point with Devin Booker in the backcourt. Could we get Harden a ring? That would be kind of cool. I mean, Russ hasn't fallen off yet like he did in LA. We could try to, and Luka would probably be restricted, so that wouldn't be like too realistic. I'm going to offer Harden the bag. But actually, I won't even be able to bring him in because we got to pay Aiden and Bridges, who aren't restricted, but they aren't going to get those deals. But either way, yeah, never mind. I'm not going to be able to get Harden. No, that's upsetting. And we're going to bring back DeAndre Ayton, 5 years, 176. Mikal Bridges, 4 years, $95 million. I don't have to renounce the rights on Serge Ibaka. I'm going to use my mid-level exception on Tyus Jones, 3 years, $28 million. And one of my big, and probably the biggest move this offseason we're going to do is something that I think the Bulls would have done in real life at this time, because Aiden, I feel like, would have been somebody Chicago would have loved. We're going to send him, Trey Murphy, and Ty Jerome to Chicago for Wendell Carter Jr., and Larry Markkinen. Okay, Ty Jerome has a no-trade clause, so I'll actually give you somebody better, J.D. Davison, and I was going to throw in Austin Reeves as well if that didn't work out. I mean, there's an original trade they would do. I think, have to throw in Mark Williams. I would give you KCP. Would they do that? Okay, I guess we could do the original trade. Well, I guess the original trade was Tyus Jones, and I don't actually want to move Tyus Jones, so I got to get that. Come on, just do KCP, and I'll do my lottery protected first round pick next year. Please. Oh my God. And I'll give you Trey Murphy. I mean, I will give you Tyus Jones if that really is going to get it done. I didn't mean Trey Murphy. I'll do J.D. Davison, and I'll do Nikola Jovic. Oh my God. All right, I guess we're going to do this with Tyus Jones. Maybe I could do a separate trade for Jones back. KCP, Mark Williams in 2 seconds for Tyus Jones. They actually say no to that. Wow, they really wanted Tyus Jones. All right, never mind. All right, I'm going to try to do this trade with the Pacers with Ty Jerome, put it through. Cameron Johnson, KCP, and Ty Jerome for Malcolm Brogdon. Of course he won't. All right, so what about if we did... I would throw in Mark Williams or Jovic. I guess I'll throw in Jovic because he's a little bit away. For Malcolm Brogdon, they say no. I would give up my lottery-protected first-round pick next year. They also say no. I will give you J.D. Davison. They say yes to that. Gonna bring back good old Dario Saric. I feel like he's over-reliable. Never mind, he signs with the Thunder. So we're gonna steal a Thunder legend ourselves, Andre Roberson. And here's the team. Can Devin Booker be the number one on a title team? Let's find out. All right, so Ty Jerome is gonna get like 10 minutes a night. We're gonna go probably 15 to rookie Mark Williams. We have Time Lord coming off the bench with Tyrese Maxey. We got Wendell Carter Jr., Larry Market in the starting 5. Mikal Bridges getting a ton of minutes. We're going to go 37 to Booker, go 8 more minutes. I guess I'll play Ty Jerome a little bit more. I mean, I don't really want to, but we're probably going to go to like an 8-man rotation come playoff time. First year under Chris Finch. Let's see what can happen. Can we start off the season with a dub? Nope, we ended up losing to Minnesota, a team we could definitely play in the playoffs. All right, here we're selecting the All-Star captains, Giannis and LeBron. Devin Booker is an All-Star once again. Of course, DeAndre Ayton is an All-Star this season in Chicago. You know what? I'm sure his numbers would go up. I'm not too surprised, but we're 38-10, so we're doing just fine over here. We're just fine in the West. 38-10 record. We're 19-3 at home. Devin Booker, oh my God, Mikal Bridges is averaging more points than Devin Booker. Oh my God, he may win Most Improved Player this year. All right, this is maybe what people expected out of Mikal Bridges in real life this season. Hell yeah, man. Mikal Bridges, okay, Booker's third in MVP. Is he up there in Most Improved? No, he's not, unfortunately. Shout out to Jalen Brunson being there. Damn, though, that is kind of crazy. Kyrie may win MVP in Detroit. And all right, Devin Booker ends up winning MVP this season. I'll take that. He's going to be on All-NBA first team. I mean, 94 overall, 26 years old, really good numbers. I'm still in shock that Mikal Bridges took that jump this year because I didn't really go out and get, I guess, a true number 2. Maybe I thought that was going to be Larry Markkinen. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell in Sacramento. But yeah, Chris Finch got it done. 69 wins. Devin Booker and All-NBA first team. Shout out to, oh my God, Kyrie averaged 34 in Detroit. That's kind of sick, I can't lie. We don't get Mikal Bridges on an All-NBA team or All-Defensive team, but we are the 1 seed in the Western Conference going up against Portland in round number 1, a team we should definitely beat once again. And yeah, Mikal Bridges averaged 27.5 points, and he wasn't on an All-NBA team. Very efficiently, too. This is a series we should win, right? Game 1, 2, 3. All right, we end up gentlemen sweeping them good. And luckily for us, the LA Lakers are not in the playoffs. We're taking on the Pelicans, who do have Zion Williamson. There was a time where they were the 2K golden child. They're like this year's Cavs or Thunder. They would always make the finals with Zion Williamson. Can we beat them? Yes, we are 8-1 in the playoffs so far. Shout out to Mikal Bridges and Devin Booker. That duo is getting it done. Larry Markkinen went off in round number 2 as well. But we got to take on Minnesota, who's been to the only 2 finals in this video out of the West. Can we dethrone Cat? No. Wow. All right. Maybe this save loves the Timberwolves because they seem unstoppable. Game 2 goes to Phoenix. Thank God. All right. We do have an 8-man rotation getting out there. Game 3 goes to Phoenix. Huge win on the road. We almost choked it in the 4th. Mikal at 35. Damn it. They tied it up. We had a chance to go up 3-1. They're going to go up 3-2, aren't they? Come on, man. Please force a Game 7, please. No! Come on. This sucks. D'Lo Western Conference Finals MVP. Oh my God, is it going to be Philadelphia, Minnesota, every single season? I mean, I guess Portland went back in year 1, but what are we doing? Philly sweeps them again. I'm losing my mind here. The Magic end up with the number 1 overall pick. Wizards at 2, Hawks at 3, Rockets at 4, Nets at 5. All right, so with Mikal Bridges really blossoming into a star, I think I'm going to run this team, I want to say relatively back. This is going to be the 2023 draft. Do we have any random picks? No, we had number 60. I'm obviously recording this on a new day. I'm debating if I want to run this team back. I mean, I think we could just try to upgrade maybe the end of the bench. As the Magic ended up drafting Victor Wembanyama, the Wizards get Brandon Miller, Asor Thompson to the Hawks, Scoot to the Rockets, and Amen Thompson to the Nets. We're going to pick up the team option on Tyrese Maxey. OG Anunoby is going to be a free agent. We don't really have any big free agents. I will offer Ty Jerome the qualifying offer. I mean, Jokic, LeBron, Ja, this is a loaded free agency class. Oh, we do have Malcolm Brogdon as a free agent. I mean, I don't really have a choice. I have to bring him back. And I had to re-sign Robert Williams as well. So we're going to do that, and then I'm going to hopefully just upgrade the bench. All right, I'm going to try to sign Jared Vanderbilt to come off the bench for us, and we get him on a 3-year, $36 million contract. And we're actually going to trade Time Lord to the New Orleans Pelicans for Josh Hart and a future first-round pick. We are going to roll with Mark Williams as the backup 5, and we chose Carter Jr. over Time Lord as the starting center. All right, so it's going to be relatively, like the same rotation as last year. I just think the bench is upgraded in my opinion. The 9th man spot is obviously going to be Mark Williams, who's going to be the backup 5. He's only going to play like 13 minutes a night. I mean, we're going to have Maxey, Josh Hart, Jared Vanderbilt off the bench. And yeah, like Mikal Bridges is going to play a ton of minutes. Devin Booker is going to play a ton of minutes. We'll see what this duo can do and hopefully carry me to a top seed in the Western Conference. We're 4.5 stars under Chris Finch. And Joel Embiid wins the 2024 MVP award. Victor Wembanyama is your Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero, 6th Man of the Year on the Miami Heat. Anthony Davis, Depoy, Jalen Smith, Most Improved, and Jason Tatum in Milwaukee is your Clutch Player of the Year. This team just went 71-11. We got Devin Booker on All-NBA second team, but no MVP. I don't know how, man. We won 71 games. I thought we were going to have at least, like, maybe an MVP this season. And if we take a look at the numbers, Mikal Bridges averaged 23 points. Wendell Carter Jr. was a great starting center for us. Lauri Markkanen, a very good 3rd to 4th scoring option. Tyrese Maxey, good scorer off the bench. And I'm ready for this team to win the championship, man. We ended up winning 2 more games than we did last year because we won 69 games last year. We're taking on San Antonio in round number 1. They still have Murray and White, which could have been a really fun backcourt if they developed them, but they did sell high on Murray. I guess they sold relatively low on Derek White, but I guess, who knows? He probably would never have been this type of Derek White in San Antonio. Like, you never know. That may have never happened. They do have DeAndre Ayton, and they have Jaren Jackson Jr. So we do DeAndre Ayton Revenge Series. We take home game number 1. Can we get done with it? Oh my God, we're down 2-1. Don't lose this. We're up 3-2. Please don't go to a game 7. Thank God we end up winning in 6, man. 71 wins, and we almost lost in round number 1. You're kidding me. All right, in round number 2, we're going to be taking on the LA Clippers. They have De'Aaron Fox, Alec Burks, Kawhi Leonard, Brandon Clark, Ivica Zubac, Cody Zeller. Their bench isn't great. A very young Jonathan Kuminga and a very young Shaedon Sharp. Are we able to beat them to advance to the conference finals? We are down 2-1. Don't let this happen. All right, for the second straight series, I think we were down 2-1, but we end up winning in 6 to advance to the conference finals this season as Devin Booker and Mikal Bridges led the way. We're taking on toughest test yet. The 2-seed Sacramento Kings with Dante Exum. They do have Donovan Mitchell. Did they sign him? I think so. Harrison Barnes, Scotty Barnes. Okay, they got the Barnes duo. Clint Capella, Marvin Bagley, Rashawn Holmes, Eric Bledsoe, and Jalen Duren. Can we advance to the NBA Finals? Oh my God, yes we do. We won in 7 games. Wow, this was a scary Western Conference run, man. Devin Booker, Western Conference Finals MVP, and beat in the East. Oh my God, they have Simmons, who's only an 80. They have James Harden, Richardson, Kyle Anderson, and Embiid. I mean, it's beatable. Their bench isn't great. Game number 1 goes to Phoenix. Game number 2 goes to Phoenix. Game number 3 goes to Phoenix. Don't blow a 3-0 lead. And we ended up winning in 6. And the Phoenix Suns have won the 2024 NBA Finals. Took a minute, but we got there. Devin Booker just averaged 18 points. You know, I don't know if he should have won Finals MVP. Yeah, how did it not go to Mikal Bridges? He literally averaged 27 points. I don't really know if I agree with that, 2K. So yeah, that's going to be for me. I hope you guys did enjoy this throwback historic Phoenix Suns rebuild. If you did, I would appreciate it if you dropped a thumbs up on the video and let me know in the comments what you think. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.